Makadi Bay is one of the beautiful sites where you can enjoy a lot of activities. Well, first of all, holiday makers here, they are very much interested in the idea that the Red Sea, in this unique area, you can enjoy a lot of things when it comes to snorkeling and diving, because very close here to the shore, still you have the chance to enjoy watching different colored fish, and also we are talking about the corals in general. But of course, we have many other activities. Everything here is relaxing. The atmosphere, the landscape, the sun, especially that this is winter time in Egypt. Well, stay with us. We'll be back right after with more about Makadi Bay and more about its holiday makers.
Hey, yo, Jason. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Say something to her.
When I came first here to this terrific area, I was just thinking about all those who recommended this destination for me, asking myself, why do they all prefer Makadi Bay? When I arrived here and started to move around, soon I got the answer. First of all, it is a terrific destination with a great relaxing atmosphere and landscape as well. This unique area provides its holidaymakers with all facilities that one might need during the vacation. In addition, of course, to its location, about 30 kilometers south of Hurghada on the Red Sea.
Go ahead and go ham sandwich.
In general, we have found Egypt very hospitable. Everybody has been very, very friendly. The staff at the hotel can't do enough to please us. We have a wonderful cleaner who cleans our rooms thoroughly every day. The food is absolutely excellent and all different varieties. We never get bored of the same thing. There's always different food to eat. The hotel itself is very, very clean, very hygienic, and we were pleasantly surprised because it's our first time to Egypt and we didn't know what to expect. And we feel very safe here, and we're having a very, very nice time. And just to add that nobody can do enough to make our holiday pleasurable and to please us.
Well, of course, we are talking now about Makadi Bay. And as you mentioned, you didn't visit Egypt before, so you didn't know what are you going to find. So first, why did you decide to come to spend the vacation in Egypt?
We thought we'd come to Egypt because we'd had good reports about Egypt, and this time of year it's nice and hot and we wanted to get some sun. And we chose a place just outside Hurghada so that we could go into Hurghada if we wanted to. So this is why we've chose this place in Egypt. Obviously you can't fly to Sharma, so Hurghada was our choice.
Any of your friends have been here before, or any of your family?
Yes. Our friends have been here before and they said the snorkeling is great, and that's one of the things that they said that we would like in Egypt is the snorkeling and the diving, and it has been very, very good.
Did you try snorkeling inside?
My husband's he's tried snorkeling and he liked it very much. Yeah, I have seen the fish anyway. When I go into the sea, I can see all the fish.
So let me ask you here, because of course the idea that you can see the fish while just swimming on the shore, I think it's amazing. You can see it clear, the water is clear.
The water is very clear. The beaches are very clean, which is really, a nice surprise because, everything is lovely and clean, which is great. Yes, you can see the fish, you can see all their colors, and they come and swim near you.
They're not scared.
Oh no, we're not scared. I know they're lovely. They're very, very pretty. Yeah.
So talking about the place here, about the landscape in general, what do you like here? I mean, you feel that really it is a place for relaxation. It is not a busy place.
No, it's not a busy place at all. It is a place for relaxation. There's lots of space. You can lie wherever you want on the beach or by the pools. There's always lots of space. It's not crowded at all. It's very quiet. People come here and they seem to just come to relax and to chill, which is, lovely for a vacation.
Talking in general, have you been to any other place outside? I mean, did you try to go for shopping or
We went to Hurghada for shopping. That was very, very good. And I bought some trainers whilst I was down there. The shops are very nice and the price is very good.
I can see that you're interested in reading, right? Did you read anything about Egypt or about its history?
No, not on this vacation, but there.
In general, I mean.
In general, well, we know about Luxor, Cairo, up the Nile, and the pyramids, and we know all the history. But we wanted this holiday just for relaxing by the sea and to get some sun.
So, is there a place in Egypt that you would love to visit next time?
Well, we've been told that St. Anthony's and St. Paul, the monasteries, are worth a visit. So we would like next time to visit St. Anthony's and St. Paul's and possibly take a Nile cruise, go up the Nile and see the pyramids.
And also, so Nile cruise, it means that you're interested also to visit Luxor and Aswan.
Luxor, we'd like to go to Luxor. We've been told that Luxor is worth a visit, and also Cairo.
So, what can you say about Egypt now after visiting Makadi Bay, if anyone asked you about it?
We will say that it is a very safe place to come, that we feel very safe here. The security is excellent. We found that when we went to Hurghada last night, there was security, at each stop, and that is really good. The security in the hotel is excellent. So we would say come and have a lovely, relaxing holiday.
What about the airport?
Yes, the airport was lots of security at the airport as well. Yes, there's a lot of security around to make it a safe place for tourists, yes.
So what is your recommendation to anyone who is looking for a place to enjoy a vacation?
To come to Egypt, it's very, very friendly. The people can't do enough to please you. The food is good. The accommodation where we're staying is excellent. It's very, very clean. You feel very safe, and it's lovely to come and relax and to spend 2 weeks in the sun at this time of year.
How is the weather in England right now?
Horrible, horrible. It's freezing cold and raining, awful. So it's wonderful just to be here in the sun.
I believe that when you go back to England and your friends will see this beautiful town, what are they going to say?
They'll say that they want a holiday in Egypt next year like us.
Very, very impressed indeed, actually. We didn't know what to expect. It was our first visit here, but every sort of worry and concern we had is blown away within minutes of arriving in Egypt. Amazing, amazing place.
So as you mentioned, it's your first time to Egypt. So when you decided to come, what was the impression of others in England about your stay in Egypt?
Well, people who hadn't been here obviously were very sceptical. But the people that we spoke to who have been here, they were just as enthusiastic about it as we are now.
English people nowadays, they prefer to spend the vacation outside England, or they prefer to stay inside England?
Not many people prefer to stay in the UK, mainly because of the poor weather we have all the time.
How is the weather now?
You don't want to know. Cold, windy and wet.
So definitely now you are enjoying the sun.
Of course. It's absolutely fabulous.
Let me ask you about the place here, the area, and the landscape. What did you like here?
Well, to be honest, we haven't seen a lot of the landscape yet. We've only had one trip into Hurghada, and that was in the evening. But
well, I'm talking about the sea, the water, the complex here.
Well, extremely impressed, as we said. The hotel is fabulous. It really is. I think it's probably one of the best, or probably the best hotel we've ever been to abroad. I've got to say that. It's there's a lot of room. The staff are unbelievable, extremely helpful, and swimming in the sea is superb.
Tell me more about your experience here at sea.
Well, I came here really because a lot of people told me that the snorkeling was superb, and it certainly is. I've been in the sea with snorkeling, 3 times now, and the fish are unbelievable. The colour schemes, the coral and everything like that, it's just amazing. It's like being in another world. It really is.
You are talking about the near area in the sea. I mean, was it shallow water or you went a little bit far?
No, I didn't go far out at all. It wasn't necessary. Sticks. If you swim close to the coral, that's where all the fish are, and that is fabulous to see. Not only the colours of the coral, as I said, but the amazing colours of the fish.
And you can see it clearly. I mean, the water is transparent.
The water is perfect. Yes, you can see it for quite a long way. It's not dirty at all.
What about the temperature of the water?
It's the warmest sea I've ever been in, actually, and I've been to Barbados and places like that. But it definitely is. You could swim for several hours and not feel the cold at all.
Talking about the services provided here, because again, this is something of great importance when it comes to a place where you are going to visit for the first time. Definitely, you would think about the services, the food provided, everything. What is your evaluation for the whole issue?
Well, as I said earlier, the people who work here are really fabulous. They can't do enough for you. The hotel is spotless. You've got a lot of room. It covers a massive area. The hotel itself does. The food, well, you couldn't criticise it at all. It's absolutely superb, and there's a lot of choice, so you'd never ever get fed up with the same thing.
Anyone who will just doubt or be skeptical to come to Egypt or to travel, what are you going to tell him now after visiting and having the experience on your own?
Not to hesitate at all, to come. And I'll guarantee that it's probably one of the best places they'll ever go to. You know, for the price, it's absolutely superb.
How do you search for a place for the vacation? I mean, do you prefer to search on yourself, on your own, or you prefer to go through a travel agent or what?
It depends. We didn't know anything about Egypt, obviously, so this time we did go through a travel agent, but we did we looked through a lot of different hotels and different places, and we chose here, and I'm pleased we have.
Well, finally, what is your recommendation to anyone who is watching you right now?
Not to hesitate, to come. Particularly in the winter time, as you can see, the sun is superb. It's nice and warm. It's now nearly December. Get away from the winter blues in the UK.
Well, I've been to Egypt quite a few times. Back in the 1980s, I used to come quite regularly to Cairo, and we went into Cairo on about 4 or 5 days ago, and the change with the new Cairo city? Yes. Fantastic. But what hasn't changed is the traffic. Unbelievable traffic, and that is...
You know, in the beginning, I myself used to suffer from the traffic, but after I traveled to different countries, I found that during also the rush hours, it's incredible. Sometimes I spend hours just to reach the place where I'm going to attend, for example, a conference or a place. So I will put the traffic aside because it looks like now it is a phenomenon worldwide.
Well, I think if that was a traffic in London, I think there'd be lots of fights. The thing that I find is that the Egyptians are so laid back, they're so calm.
We are flexible. We can accommodate within. Yes.
The British aren't. Sorry, the English aren't. But no, this is a fabulous resort. We just there's three of us, three guys. We just wanted to get away before the winter starts. And
how is the weather now in England?
Oh, it's about 2 degrees. And that's on a good day. And we're just sort of lucky that we actually found a deal here. Fantastic value.
You visited Egypt several times before. Yeah. What is your favorite place?
Well, the last time was Sharm el-Sheikh, which you can't get to Sharm el. None of the UK airlines will fly into Sharm el-Sheikh, but this is fabulous. This is really nice. The staff here are wonderful, and if you know that Shwa Arabic, they think you're wonderful as well. So we try.
Let me ask you about the Red Sea, for example. Have you been to snorkeling, to swimming?
No, I'm not a water person. So I tend to spend the time on by the pool, not even on the beach, by the swimming pool. Yes. Not even on the sand. But and the facilities here are incredible. You've got, I appreciate this is probably the quiet time, but absolutely amazing facilities. All the pools and the staff are so friendly, just very warm and friendly, and they can't do enough for you. We looked up on TripAdvisor, and this hotel comes out with 4.5, 4.8 stars, which is actually very, very good. So No complaints at all about it.
What was the comments on the TripAdvisor?
Well, basically that it's a nice hotel. The food's good. The food is excellent, and everywhere is nice and clean. The rooms are nice big rooms. It was just basically everything about it.
I believe the word of mouth is very important when it comes to tourism and services as well.
Oh yeah, when we get back, the three of us, we live in a village called Wargrave, which is near Henley-on-Thames. It's about 20 miles outside London, and yeah, we shall certainly when we get back. I didn't even know such a place as Hurghada existed until 2 weeks ago, until I got here. But no, it's fantastic value for money, and what the Brits want this time of the year, as it starts before the winter, and then maybe March, once the winter's over, they just want to come somewhere warm, and this place is ideal, absolutely ideal.
So talking to your friends and your family about the place that you are spending the vacation in, what do you tell them?
Earlier this year, we went to Ras Al Khaimah, and the temperature was 50 degrees, and the hotel there was supposed to be 5-star, but it wasn't a patch on this one. And so we just say we found a fabulous place for a holiday. The weather's good, the people are amazing. If you want, going into Cairo, we flew to Cairo for the day there and back. It was a long day, but and that was very.
Did you try this?
Sorry.
Did you try flying to Cairo?
No,
Not
flew.
yet.
No, no, we flew. It's a long time since I've flown an aeroplane. No, we flew, and it's only an hour's flight, and it's a great day. And yeah, we went out to the old part of Cairo, and we sat and had that very thick coffee. You know, you need a knife and fork, but no, and it's and then the only downside I would say is that you go to the pyramids, and it's all of the hawkers. They will not leave you alone. They're coming up and, do you want to ride my donkey? Do you want to ride my camel? And I don't want to do any of that. I just want to have a look.
So being close to the pyramids, how do you see the pyramids and this ancient site?
Oh, it's fantastic. We stayed, the flight that we got back wasn't until 11 o'clock, so we did the Son Lumiere, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. You know, the history that's there, and you look at it and you can't really believe that each of those enormous stones was lifted one at a time by a lot of men. I don't think the women stayed behind and cooked, did they? I don't know. But no, there's so much history. Then we did the museum. They took us around the museum, and Tutankhamun's is all of his stuff.
Have you been to the museum?
Yeah, we went to the museum.
What about that experience?
That was, well, when I was in the Royal Air Force a number of years ago, and it was during the 1970s, and they did take the Tutankhamun stuff, I don't know what his proper name would be. It was flown, I was on a squadron that flew it into London from Cairo, and you obviously sent it back because you've got it back. But they talk about the curse, and of the 6 crew members on that aircraft, 3 of them had died within 2 years.
So you believe in the curse?
I believe in the curse. Totally believe in the curse. Yeah, because these were fit guys. One was on the rugby pitch. He was playing rugby and had a heart attack. So yeah, so be very careful what you say about King Tut. You need.
So what can you say now about King Tut?
I think he's wonderful. I think he's great. I think he's fantastic. But no, it's everything about it is great. You know, the beach. If you're a beach person, if you're a pool person. Everything's wonderful. As the Germans would say, wunderbar.
What I can tell about Egypt, I adore Egypt. It is a fantastic country with its wonderful culture. We go to Egypt with my husband twice a year, in March and November, and we really enjoy it.
How many times have you been to Egypt?
Oh, I think I've been about 8 or 9 times, and together with my husband probably 5 or 6 times.
So where have you been all these times? Maybe about 15 times you have been to Egypt?
A lot of people ask me, Jana, why
Why always Egypt? Yes.
Yes, why always Egypt? Why you don't want to go to Greece or to Spain or another country? And I always say, I adore English. oh sorry, I adore Egypt and Egyptian people with their wonderful food, wonderful sea and sun, and what human being should demand more from life. And I want to say prices, they're really affordable. Yes, we can afford it.
Let me ask you about the places that you have visited.
We haven't been at Luxor and in Cairo, but in one day I think we would like to go. I think we are just beach people. We like to stay in the hotel ground, to use a beauty salon and do massage and swim in the sea and enjoy boat trips. They are fantastic in Egypt.
You tried the boat trips?
Yes, we did. Yes, they are fantastic. All Egyptian guys, their crew they're very nice.
It was here in the Red Sea?
Yes.
So it was.
Sheikh and in Hurghada. Yes.
And you tried swimming inside the sea, right?
Yes. Sea is very warm. Water is nice.
What about the vision inside? You were able to see the fish, the corals?
Yes, we've seen this in Sharm el-Sheikh and coral beaches. So now we just enjoying staying in the hotel ground and just swim in the sea.
Have you been before to Makadi Bay, or this is your first time?
We have been here in March, this time? Yes. In March, and this November, and we are going to come back in March. We have already booked this trip in March. Again in Makadi Bay, but another hotel.
Do you like the Makadi Bay in general? I mean, the atmosphere in general in this area?
Yes, atmosphere here is fantastic. Not so much wind. I think it's a great place. We like it.
Any of your friends have been here before?
Our friends, no.
But what are you going to tell them when you go back?
Oh, we are going to tell them, go to Egypt. Everyone, go to Egypt. It is a fantastic country. They are a little bit afraid to go here. I don't know why.
You were not?
No. Egypt is fantastic and it is a very secure place. And people shouldn't worry about anything in Egypt. It is very secure. And the Egyptian people, they are fantastic.
Well, generally speaking, we find it a very, very pleasant place to come to because obviously the climate is so good, and at this time of the year in Europe it's very, very cold, so it's nice to get away for a fortnight and come to Egypt. Wonderful place.
Have you been to Egypt before?
Yeah, many times.
Where have you been?
Basically Sharm el-Sheikh and a number of times in Sharm el-Sheikh and a number of times in Hurghada.
What did you like over there?
Sorry, which?
What did you like in Sharm el-Sheikh? What did you like in Hurghada?
I like Hurghada better. Sharm el-Sheikh is a little bit small, though very, very pleasant. I like Hurghada better, and I find the hotels excellent.
But this time you decided to come to another place like Makadi Bay. And I believe Makadi is a little bit different from Hurghada and Sharm el-Sheikh as well.
Yes, it is. The hotel has everything you need. It's a very pleasant hotel. The food is excellent. The beach is nice. And the staff are wonderful. So that's why we enjoy it.
What did you read about Egypt before coming? I mean, the word of mouth, people who came here before.
No, just by talking to people who've been before. I didn't read anything about it, and my first visit was a nice experience, so I decided to come more frequently.
So if anyone will talk about Egypt in front of you, or some people are skeptical to come, what are you going to tell them?
I would say, don't worry. My daughter was the same. She said that. She said, oh, it's dangerous. I said, it's not dangerous. The security is fantastic. At both airports, in the English airports and the Egyptian airports, and there's no whatsoever. And I feel very, very secure here.
How do you spend the day here in Makadi Bay?
Well, basically, we like to come down to the beach after breakfast, have lunch at the beach restaurant, possibly go for a walk and look at other things. We also have a massage every day.
How is the massage here in the spa?
Absolutely excellent, really good.
Is it important to have, because sometimes some people, they prefer to go to a place that has a spa center for them.
No, I like this. This is excellent for me. It's all I want, and my wife is exactly the same.
You like the idea of the spa, the massage and all this?
It's very relaxing, and it's only twice a year you get a holiday, so you've got to make the best of it. And the spa for me is excellent.
How important it is to take a vacation? I mean, some people, they will just prefer to have, they can spend a weekend, for example, and that is it. But do you believe that a vacation is a must?
Oh, I do. At least once a year, if not twice. I mean, I'm lucky I'm retired, so I can come whenever I want. And I make the best of it, and therefore we come twice a year to enjoy the sunshine.
So what is your message to anyone who is watching you?
Well, I would say to anybody, come out to Egypt. You will love it. It's wonderful.
Hey, yo, Jason. Oh, yeah. Say something to her. Holla at her.
Makadi Bay is really a great destination for anyone who wants to enjoy a vacation. And the most important part, it is a family destination that provides a luxurious vacation with affordable prices with excellent services.
Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Well, that was all for today. Thank you all for joining us. Remember, join us again next week, same time, and more about Egypt. Till then, thank you for joining us, and bye.